the level that we use our intellect on, we can only see within the maze, so to speak. We don't see from the higher perspective that is able to see how everything makes sense. And that higher perspective often is just like the idea of the subconscious, where that's largely what we act from, things coming up from there. So you can have a conscious belief or attitude that your subconscious doesn't maybe accept or run by, that's good on paper, but you're going to find that it's constantly changing your actions toward ways that you're not intending. And so maybe an idea with that would be to develop one's self so that both our outer world and inner world are meshing and combining as smoothly as possible, or that idea of the will of the self becoming the will of the ego. And so to do that, we can't be confused or obscured by statuses or anything like that, or swept away by emotions, or be overly focused on the intellect. And we can't also just be completely swept away by subconscious impulses without having some sort of context to put them in, so that they're helpful to others, and so that we ourselves can make head or tails of those impulses, and they make sense in a cohesive context, where the subconscious, we're learning this is how my subconscious operates, and this is how I can understand it better with my intellect. And then when I sense those subconscious things coming up, I have ways of identifying those maybe archetypes or those impulses, and so that I have a way of acting on it in the world that is not swayed by any kind of position or wealth that anyone has, and is more that idea of awaken the mind by placing it nowhere. Yeah, awaken the mind by fixing it nowhere. And accept your ignorance and inexperience, and humbly devote yourself to comprehension of the work. And then the other part of that is that there's this idea of both things from the past affecting the present, but also like almost like a rippling back from the future of what is causality, retrocausal.